Okay, so finally got it working. I closed the whole program instead of just the file itself, and that seemed to reset it. So if you're ever having the issue that I was just having, where the solar analysis just won't work, sometimes it gets finicky because it's still kind of like a new thing, where um, just close out the program, reopen it, and then the solar analysis tool should kind of reset itself. What happened is, I don't know if any of you ever heard of Ecotect, or ever used it, but it was kind of like the energy analysis software through Autodesk that was used before. But Ecotect got scrapped and it's no longer being used. They phased it out, and basically what you see here is Ecotect inside Revit. They just kind of renamed it something else and put it within Revit. This Insight 360, which I'm actually going to show you, like this Generate Insight, which is pretty cool. I was playing with it a little bit ago to see what it is. It's actually like a cloud place thing where you send it to the cloud, and they kind of, if you see there, it kind of creates an energy model that gives you kind of different design options with cost ranges and heat and cooling loads and lighting and solar design information. And you'll see that in probably the last video of this tutorial. So now that I have that, so this one right here, this model, this kind of SketchUp model, I brought it in as a mass, so I did the mass and Insight, in place mass, and then I inserted it as a SketchUp, the SketchUp file. And then this one I just brought in as a, just insert and import CAD. And you can see the difference between the two. When I click on this one, it highlights all the kind of faces. And when I click on this one, it shows like the box entity around it, where you don't see that, this outer blue box here. You just see that. I'll add into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all mass faces again. And, I'm just going to change these quickly. And I'm going to hit update. And hopefully it goes through this time, which I think it crashed again. Okay. I'm going to pause again and restart the program. Hopefully I can get this to work for you guys eventually. Okay, so let's try this again. See if it actually goes through. One of these times. So it works when I'm not recording, and then when I start to record, it doesn't work. So it's starting to piss me off a little bit. But let's see. Here we go. Okay, it's going to go through now. Usually when you get that little wait-in sign, it means it's going to go through. Okay. So you can see now it only ran the analysis for what was a mass. So it didn't pick up this one because it wasn't inserted as a mass. So that starts to show you the difference between, the benefits of inserting as a mass as a SketchUp file. I think I've never tried this before, but let me test it here. Let me see if I can actually. So like I can. The one good thing is if you do insert this as just a regular kind of SketchUp file through the insert import CAD SketchUp file. Through the solar analysis, you can still do user selection and then pick the faces to run the analysis. So it still kind of is able to be utilized in for the solar analysis. But the next part that I'm going to show in the next video is going to be using this energy analysis, which I know it has to be a mass for it to work. So obviously you're not going to be able to use this option. You won't have that save where you can select the faces. And I'm not sure about the Insight, how that works. If it has to be a mass. I'm still trying to find. Like I just played around with it to figure this out. So I'm still trying to find out, kind of like maybe like a instructions or like a write up on this, because even if you hit F1, like if I do it right now, it kind of just brings you to the Autodesk homepage. They don't really have like a user manual set up for it yet. So that's what I'm kind of waiting. If I go to the actual website, I could probably maybe try to find something a little bit more to see. But for now, I would just use a mask because you got to use it for energy analysis anyway. So use it for that. The lighting. I didn't get to these. This heating and cooling. If I click on this, um, it's going to say that it can't be done, and that's because. Oh, actually, it did it. There it goes. So you can see, if I hit heating and cooling, this is, and you actually have to hit that after you do the insight model. So I'm not going to show that now. I'm going to show that when I do the actual generate insight. Um, Before, when I clicked on it, it said I couldn't do it, and that's because I didn't have the insight generated yet. But I did it to 10, so that's why it went through. The lighting, this lighting right here is for more interior lighting. You can kind of see from the picture where it shows the lighting, but it takes into like day lighting and lighting for actual like incandescent light bulbs and lighting fixtures and stuff like that. So that's kind of like helpful on that, and you can kind of see from the picture where you can see the natural light coming in and light from a lamp. So that's kind of like another cool analysis that you can do through this as well. It's not something that I believe you probably won't do this semester, but just to know that it's there as an option. So that's the end of this video, and basically the kind of solar analysis of tutorial C portion. The next tutorial in tutorial C will be on the energy